It was 1994.
Got knocked down and I want one rig out of there.
After a period of extreme drought and heat.
And they expect the wind to start up.
The worst case scenario in Washington.
It is blowing flaming embers that is causing these spot fires.
Multiple major wildfires started.
We're not really fighting it. We're basically trying to stay out of its way.
Dozens of homes lost.
It's gonna be okay.
Towns like Leavenworth evacuated.
Everybody was gone. It was a ghost town.
Kelly O'Brien flips through a photo album from back then. He's the current fire chief for Chelan County Fire District number 3, and in 1994 had just become a full-time firefighter.
I got kind of thrown into a situation that was pretty tough for a 24-year-old.
30 years later, he remembers the inferno well.
The fire itself was actually jumping in front of itself because of the wind. So you get in these embers blowing across the mountainsides, and it would start a spot fire, and that spot fire would just blow up, and then it would start another one.
He says it was a learning experience not just for him, but for people living there too.
Our communities become more fire aware than they were in '94.
One major mindset change since then, the locals are proactive instead of reactive.
This one right here.
Sounds good.
That's the case for nearby homeowners like Bob Johnson, who had just started building a home when the fires started.
I had a call from a neighbor up the road, and in the background it sounded like the Vietnam War with airplanes and helicopters.
Fast forward 30 years, and now he hires private crews to maintain his land. His goal, keep his forest healthy and help out firefighters, taking steps like thinning trees.
This is just part of what we have to get rid of.
Leaving enough greenery to encourage animals to visit, but discourage fire.
If we pretend we're fire, where would you want to burn? This is not inviting, and this is filled with fuel.
This an important step in his neighborhood for another key reason. They are cut off from fire resources because they're not in the Chelan District 3 boundary, so if a fire were to start, there's a chance help would not be there right away.
Part of the reason it's outside the fire district is because we can't access that area year-round. We're not just a wildland agency. We fight fires in the winter, and I can't get up the road.
So Bob's neighborhood falls under the state's response.
DNR will tell you they don't fight structure fires, and they don't, and they're not set up to do that. They're there for the wildland component. If we're available, we're going. Legally, I have to protect my community first, who are paying the taxes to support the organization.
It's a complicated setup, so this preventative work being done to stop fires from starting in the first place is even more important.
Land 3 can't do all the fuel reduction themselves. Forest Service can't do it all, DNR can't do it all. But when the private citizens start doing it themselves, now you have an opportunity to have a big impact on the fuels surrounding the homes.
Bob says he's paid for the preventative labor himself, with state and Department of Natural Resources funds covering about 30%. But he says every penny is worth it.
Everybody loves their homes, whether they live in the city or the suburbs or the woods. And the idea of it being taken away so quickly, so unexpectedly, is a shocking reality that we all have to absorb. But up here, it's a message that seems to be a little more poignant because we're surrounded by beautiful things that are fuel.
And with these current efforts, both Bob and Captain O'Brien say they keep those fires in '94 in the back of their minds.
It's important to take the lessons that I learned personally on that and apply it to the 24-year-old that I just hired.
Hoping preventative steps now will keep a fire like this in the past.
The impact, though, it had to me was really what fire can do.
For Environment Northwest, I'm meteorologist Leah Pizzetti.